Preseason was good. We did a lot of skating, a lot of full ice drills to get the legs going. We ended it with a lot of battle drills, but the thing we did different this year was we took a couple extra days off that I think are really going to help us down the stretch.
I mean, it was nice for me as a freshman. I came in with a small upper class, so we kind of learned the way from those guys. So as a leadership group, we've really just tried to bring them in, act as if they've been here before. Just really trying to teach them the small things off the ice as well, so that they feel comfortable here. We want them to just feel comfortable and fit right in. So that's kind of how we've made it for them. I think they bring that younger style of play still. Both of those guys were in the game recently, so they're easy to connect with for all the guys. It's that easy person to go talk to, ask questions. But I think they just bring a fun energy to each practice and the games as well.
All the freshmen we brought in, they all bring something new and unique to the table, and they all can play hockey at a high level. It's just a matter of getting them to play hockey the way we want to play, keep the game simple, don't overcomplicate things, and build up their confidence, because a lot of those guys aren't going to be playing every night. I think the biggest difference between this year and last year is we've got 6 freshmen, Albano and I. Everybody can move the puck. Everybody can break the puck out. Everybody makes plays. Last year everybody was really, really sound defensively, worked really hard. This year I think we've got that, but I think we also added a bit more puck moving ability to our blue line, which is going to be huge for our forwards, and not getting caught in the D zone nearly as much, which helps the goalies out in the end as well. So I've been really impressed with what I've seen with everybody. And obviously it's going to keep building up to that, and hopefully we can add a bit more offense as well once the freshmen start getting confidence.
I mean, it's just an exhibition game, so you can't really take too much away from it. But I think we took away that we're a pretty talented team, and we want to apply ourselves and move the puck and forecheck hard, and we can be pretty deadly offensively.
I mean, anytime you can keep an opponent off the board, it looks good on the whole team in the defensive zone. Goalies all look good. I was really impressed with our D and our D coverage. We still have some ways to go in some aspects, but I mean, previous years when we played the EHL All-Star team, we always give up a few, and it looks like a few growing pains. But to come in this year and have a shutout like that is huge for the confidence, and it's good for us to ride into this opening weekend for us.
It's always good to walk into the locker room and know exactly who you're going to be playing with. Me and Bros have been together since the minute he came in here. I love playing with him. He's a hard worker. He's a big body, and you get that sense of where he's going to be, he knows where you're going to be, so we don't have to go through that awkward phase of getting to know where one another they're going to be, and no, it's a really good feeling. There's been a couple of kids who have really stood out. A lot of upperclassmen have came back and really turned some heads. Derek Caruso has been all over the ice the whole preseason. We have a couple freshmen who are going to be pretty well cemented in the lineup. It's going to be tough to take their spots. Our goalie looks good again.
We obviously big freshman class, but guys like Evan Rachowiak, it's a guy that comes back in and out of the lineup last year, but seems to be really confident this year, making plays. So I think he's going to really stand out for us. But then the freshman class, all of those guys have had the opportunity. They're going to be able to step right in and play. So I think ultimately all of those guys are good additions.
Bailey obviously does his thing, and he's a great goaltender. And then we bring in Sam Best, who came from American International, and he's been great for us. He brings an aspect of puck moving for a goalie that we haven't seen in a while, which is cool to have. And then Nolan Egbert is one of the hardest working guys I think I've ever seen here. Before every practice, every game, he's here early doing stuff, trying to get better. And those guys are going to push each other.
Getting to start the season at home is huge for them. They can kind of get into more of a routine, feel comfortable. Playing the EHL team's a nice way for them to break into the lineup. Everyone gets to play, but then 2 non-conference games that are hard. It's going to show them what the Division III level's like and how they need to be ready day in and day out.
Every year's a new year, so you kind of try to park last year, but I think there's always a little extra motivation, especially when you get that far and come up short. But I think this is a new year. We got a new team, and we're focused on the same goals every year. This has been a program, so we're not looking too much past last year.
Like every year, it's go to the national championship game and win a championship. I think it starts with having a good season in the regular season in the NEHC. I mean, we play in one of the toughest conferences in the country, if not the toughest. So the expectation is to win that. We want to do a bit better in playoffs than we have in previous years, and then obviously after last year's NCAA tournament game, a little disappointment, but the expectation is always the same. Make it into the tournament, work hard, and see what we can do, but we want to win the national championship for sure.